everyone's kind of grabbing your hair everywhere. There's like 10 people around you. And Chrissy's nowhere to be found. Obviously, she has a lot of followers and a lot of people are coming to get their hair done by her. But it was a little bit disappointing to like pay the price that I did for the service. I think she might have touched my hair for 60 seconds.
The first time that I went there, honestly, it was exactly like what the girl Not Famous said.
How do you go from hair by crispy to then being back in the space that you're able to charge people $4,000 to do hair?
You charge that poor girl $4,000 for hair, dye, and extensions, and you're mad that she's giving an honest review on it?
Imagine booking a $4,000 appointment with a $2,000 surcharge for the privilege of Chrissy touching your hair for all of 60 seconds. And funny enough, this whole debacle is going down in my home state. So let's talk about it. There's a lot to get into, because you know it's time for another Unfiltered Get Ready With Me. Hi girls, welcome back to Boss Girlified. It is your girl Tima. Just a quick little update on the giveaway. I did end up getting you girlies a Sephora gift card, and the perfume of the top choice was Fleur Vanilla? I think that's what it's called. I like blanked on the name, but yeah, this perfume. So in this video is your last chance to help me pick out something for the giveaway. In the comments for this video, I want you guys to pick a skincare product that you guys want added to the giveaway. The rules will be on the screen for you guys. All you have to do is complete those and then just shoot me a DM on Instagram letting me know that you finished all of the steps, and I will, once it's time to close the giveaway and send it out, I will just double check to make sure that the girlies did everything. So Chrissy is a hairstylist that works in a popular salon called Habit Salon in Gilbert, Arizona. It being in Gilbert is very on brand, honestly. Hold on, I need to lock in for this brow. And she has a pretty big social media following with almost 3.5 or over 3.5 million followers on her TikTok page. She's also very, very active and has been known to do celebrities and influencers, and is known to be a pretty talented, or a very talented, hairstylist. It makes sense why this girl has 3.5 million followers on TikTok, because she posts a lot. And you can tell it even looks like they have a glam room. And based on the stories of other people, it looks like they have tripods set up everywhere.
Now, what does it look like when you walk in? Picture a content creator's house. There are several tripods set up around the area, all with ring lights, and the mirrors have ring lights, and the mirrors have phone mounts for all the girls to document their content. It was extremely superficial to me right off the bat.
Now, naturally, as a hairstylist with a big following, not everyone is going to be happy with your services all of the time. That is just something that goes with doing service providing. I am someone that did braid hair for a little window of time. I still do my own hair, but I used to braid other people's hair, and I've definitely had the one client that didn't like their hair. But anyone who works in any type of service providing would tell you that there is at least one person that just doesn't like their hair, and that's fine. It happens to the best of us. We can't be perfect all of the time. And because of TikTok being such a huge platform right now where anyone can post anything, there are going to be story times that come out occasionally. For example, they've gone viral in the past for basically frying someone's hair.
So lately I've been seeing a lot of videos talking about hair by Chrissy, so I wanted to share my experience with them. This happened in August. I emailed the salon asking for Chrissy. She's like, sure, what kind of hair do you have? And I said like wavy curly, because I have naturally curly hair, but it was damaged, so it was kind of wavy. Looking back, she probably thought I meant white girl wavy. No. So anyway, she was like, sure. She gave me the phone number to contact Chrissy's manager, which I did. We talked back and forth. And then she asked me to send pictures of my natural hair and what I wanted my hair to look like. So I sent her a picture of me and my natural hair, which was curly, wavy, and then curly extensions, which I wanted my hair to look like. And then I heard nothing. So after 3 days of talking and me sending her pictures of my hair, she like completely ghosted me out of the blue. I'm like, oh, okay. 2 days later, I contacted her again, like, what's up? Are we good? Still nothing. I'm like, you know what? Let me look at her Instagram page. I'm going through the pictures. I'm like, oh, My bad. That's the type of hair she does.
Definitely very concerning, especially as a big platform that's been doing it for as long as you have been doing it. And of course, someone's going to post a story time about it. And they've had a few of those little micro controversies here and there. But the large consensus is that she is a very talented hairstylist. So why she reacted this way to this particular situation is beyond me, because it's not making her look good. She basically transparently said that she was disappointed with how her hair came out and by the way that her service was done.
First, get your hair done. It's a little bit overwhelming because everyone's kind of grabbing your hair everywhere. There's like 10 people around you, and Chrissy's nowhere to be found. I don't know. Obviously, she has a lot of followers, and a lot of people are coming to get their hair done by her, but it was a little bit disappointing to like pay the price that I did for the service. I think she might have touched my hair for 60 seconds. I'm being so genuinely honest with you. And here's the receipt. So that is just the price of Chrissy touching your hair. And when I tell you she touched my hair for 60 seconds, I'm restating this because I don't think it's talked about enough. When you're not famous and you go to Chrissy, she doesn't actually spend time on your hair. You'll walk in, she touches your hair, asks you what you want, then she tells everyone what to do on your hair. But the problem is when you have 10 people pulling your hair every way and like dyeing your hair, they're all kind of on different pages. So I'm gonna show you my inspo pic. Definitely don't think it met my like expectations. I didn't really notice a difference in the color from before. Like my roots are pretty still dark. I did ask for a shadow root like the photo, but I don't know, it just didn't meet my expectations how I was expecting it to with the price that I paid. But again, you're never 100% gonna be happy, and it's never gonna 100% be perfect. So it's how you really lay it out in this situation, I guess. I feel like I'm just more upset about the fact that like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my hair done by Chrissy, and it wasn't even Chrissy who did my hair. Like, she spent less than 60 seconds on my hair. Overwhelming, and when I tell you there's so many famous people in there, like there was like 3 girls like filming like a TikTok, and then there was other people getting the makeup done. Like when I was trying to leave, there was literally like a girl like filming a TikTok in front of the door, and I couldn't even get out for like 2 minutes because she was just filming a TikTok. So I feel like it was very just like TikTok land, and like very like, I don't know. It's so cute. I think it's so cute. But it definitely wasn't my cup of tea because I just felt overwhelmed, and there was a lot going on, and there was 20 people grabbing my hair. Like they curled my hair in like a minute because everyone had a curler. Like 10 girls around me having a curler, just like pulling your hair. Overall, I really love my hair, and I just wanted to be honest with you guys because I've never seen someone do a video like this. It's definitely a very like hot topic right now about like hair by Chrissy. I've been seeing it all over my page.
Her hair didn't really come out the way that the inspo picture was. She had like 8 different people doing her hair, none of which were Chrissy, except for like a good 30 to 60 second window. And because there were 8 different people doing her hair, of course they were probably not all on the same exact page. It's kind of crazy that it's hair by Chrissy, and Chrissy only touched her hair for like 60 seconds, and it was a completely different batch of people doing her hair. But you could argue that lots of people name their businesses after their name, but it's not really them doing it, or they have help, or like that's just the name. But that argument goes out of the window when you see this receipt. There is quite literally a $2,000+ charge for Chrissy's services, not for her assistants, for Chrissy's services. And there's nowhere that specifies that it would be the assistants, not Chrissy.
Hair by Chrissy is able to run her business the way that she wants to, and it's working for her, guys. She is a multimillionaire and has a very successful salon. Now, am I saying it's right? Is that how I run my business? No. I have had multiple clients who have gone to Hair by Chrissy and have told me the same type of experience. I do think that Chrissy should probably do a better job at advertising. If you get your hair done with her, she's not necessarily doing your hair the whole time, and that's okay. She just has to make sure that she's being transparent about it so that when you book as a client, You know exactly what to expect.
And $4,000 in this economy is a huge investment. That's why I'm very careful right now about where my money goes.
In this economy, it's even more important now than ever to spend your money wisely. And one way I do that is by having one pair of glasses that can turn into multiple, which is why I had to introduce you girlies to today's sponsor, Pair Eyewear. I love Pair Eyewear because unlike a lot of blue light or reading or prescription glasses, they are customizable, so you don't have to deal with committing to one style because you can change it up whenever you want to, even turning them into sunglasses. And on top of that, it's super easy to get your prescription or any other type of glasses you need sent straight to you at an affordable price from the comfort of your home. I have the Murphy reading glasses with blue light. These have been coming in handy for my late night reading, especially when I'm reading on my iPad. Pair Eyewear is a great choice for your glasses. If you're gonna order them, you might as well order them from Pair and get them affordable and straight to you, especially for the holiday season. It's a great gift. It's the perfect time to get your first pair and or share it with your friends or family and save up to 30% off. Not only is Pair Eyewear a great choice for all of the reasons listed and more, but they actually have this really cool Pair for Pair program, which provides a child in need with glasses, as if you needed any more reason to check out Pair Eyewear. And you can do that in the link in my bio down below. Thank you so much to Pair Eyewear for partnering with me on today's video, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight back into it.
Now, what this girl was complaining about was just how misleading it was. She wasn't even really bothered about the money too much. I saw one person trying to say that, well, yeah, you know, if you know anything about influencers, celebrity salons, or artists, you know that they have like 40 plus clients in a day, and they just can't manage all of that by themselves, obviously. So of course they're gonna have assistants, and you're getting celebrity hairstylists, like, and they're all trained by her. So of course it's gonna be expensive.
I want to educate everybody on here that doesn't do hair, and also the people on here that have never worked in a very exclusive high-end salon like Hair by Chrissy. So when I worked in Beverly Hills, I worked for a colorist that she did all the celebrities, and she had 3 assistants. I was one of them. And then Tracy Cunningham worked in the same salon. If you know, you know. Tracy Cunningham had 3 assistants as well, and she probably did 25 to 30 people a day. I would say, you know, a good majority of them were celebrities, B celebrities, D celebrities, E celebrities, whatever, and then there were normal people. But she would have 27 to 30 clients a day. So guess what happens when you're highly sought out? You can't do all those people by yourself. It is absolutely impossible. Even when I did hair, I had one assistant, and she would help me do all the blowouts, all the like hair washing, all the shampoos and stuff, and maybe some of the toners. I was very, very selective about that because you have to be very careful on the timing of toners. But when you're highly, highly sought out, like a Hair by Chrissy, you cannot do everyone's hair. It's impossible. Impossible. So, cheers to Hair by Chrissy that has 3.7 million followers and has been doing this for probably over 2 decades and has built something. She has trained every single person that touches every head that comes in her salon. So kudos to her. Like, people don't realize to be that level of a hairstylist is extremely hard. So not famous, like, get your 15 minutes, but Chrissy's here to stay.
Again, the girl was not really complaining about the price of anything. She was more so just saying that she was a little bit disappointed with how her hair went and how the service went too, because it was a little bit misleading, and she wasn't disrespectful about it at all. She just blatantly told it how it was. By the way, I just got this Patrick Ta bronzer that I'm ecstatic to try because it is very hard for some reason to find a cream warm bronzer that works for my skin tone. So I found this in store. Shout out to the rep at Sephora that helped me find this. Firstly, don't bite off more than you can chew. If you can't handle 40 clients in a day, don't book it. I know a lot of people are really focused on money, especially right now in the economy, but I would rather have a business where I'm honest and where I actually give my clients what they're expecting, especially when you consider that a lot of Chrissy's content is displaying Chrissy doing the consultation, doing the hair. You don't see her assistants that regularly. Yeah, you might see them once or twice or here and there, but it's definitely promoting the idea that if you come into my salon, you should expect that, like these girls, I will be doing your hair. If people are requesting someone for their services or is under the impression that someone is going to be doing their services, that's naturally what they're going to expect. So a really good example is when I got my tattoos redone or when I get my nails done, right? So for both the tattoo place and the nail place, they are like a boutique. They have like one or two people, or they have like two other people working there, right? So if I book the appointment with nails by so-and-so, I'm expecting that when I get there, I'm getting it done by nails by so-and-so. And if I get there and it's not being done by nails and so-and-so, I sit down, the nail tech's assistant comes over and files down my nails and cuts them and puts the tips on, and then another assistant comes and does a X, Y, and Z. And I know this is a little different because this is nails, but I would argue that this is a little bit less intense. I would still be very upset if the nail tech, the actual person that I was assuming was gonna do my nails, came over last minute and just put on a top coat and went on about their business. Especially if they had a TikTok account where they were doing all these influencers' hair, all these celebrities' hair, and that's what you're expecting when you book. It's at the minimum extremely misleading and honestly, on a higher level, quite disrespectful to a paying customer. And what's crazier is that a lot of people in this girl's shoes would have probably handled the situation a lot worse, but she wasn't angry. She wasn't calling Chrissy out of her name. She was just saying, Not Famous was just saying, you know what, I'm not really happy with the service. And what's crazy about that is that this girl seems to be a teenager. And the way that Chrissy is responding is making her look incredibly unprofessional and immature. She was posting videos on her stories, and she was posting a lot on her stories when this all came out, of her doing hair. Chrissy does hair. Chrissy cuts. Chrissy does X, Y, and Z.
Okay, I decided to make a part 3, so let's get into it. Yes, Chrissy does hair. Yes, Chrissy cuts hair. Being a woman. Yes, Chrissy curls hair. The problem is she does one curl and walks away. The problem is she does one cut, walks away. In the video, you can literally see it. Like, you can literally see it. So I'm going to explain step by step of what Chrissy did because it's making me mad now. It's actually making me mad, and I never wanted to make part 3. I just want to be done with it. But listen, okay? So I walked in there. Obviously, she was like, all right, those extensions, no. And then they brought out the new extensions. She never, like, held them up or anything, how they do in, like, all those, like, famous people's videos, which, whatever. But then when they were coloring my hair, I think she stopped by. She did something in the front. She did one foil, walked away. So we're probably at, 20 seconds now? And then I think she came back for a part in the back. She did something in the back for like 10 seconds. So that's 30 seconds now. And then I went over to the bowl. They washed me out. And she came over, said, use N4 or something. A toner or something. Walked away. So that's 35 seconds probably. Then they were like, she came over, looked at my color, was like, looks good or something, then walked away. But she's not actually like doing anything. She's just like telling everyone what to do, and she's not actually doing it. I don't know why I feel the need to explain myself, but yeah. Then I will say she cut all of my hair, but it was like 15 seconds. Like, she was like, oh, how do you want your hair cut? She put everything in the front, and then she cut it like that, and then she walked away and said, curl her up. She never curled my hair. She didn't style it. I was never asked, how do you want your hair styled? They just put me in rollers and curled my hair and sent me on my way. So, yes, Chrissy cuts hair, does hair, curls hair, but if you're not famous, she doesn't do it for very long. And she did cut all of my hair. She did. She just blended it into my extensions, and it took her, literally, it was so fast. It was so fast. But yes, thank you, Chrissy, for cutting my hair.
She then posted merch that says, I paid $4K for Chrissy to touch this hair. Basically just dragging the whole 4K thing and basically bullying this girl.
That poor sweet girl that is being completely and utterly bullied by Hair by Chrissy right now for posting her honest review of a service that she paid $4,000 for. Baby Chicken is so much better than me, because not only is she handling this with so much grace and kindness and just being like a sweet little angel, but if I were her, I would A, try to dispute my charge because that's not what I paid for, or B, Chrissy would be seeing me in small claims court because what do you mean $4,000?
Meanwhile, this girl is handling the situation. This girl, not famous, is handling the situation with grace. And then she gets even more petty by posting pictures and screenshots of the contract or the terms of services and their text messages.
Guys, I'm literally confused why Chrissy's posting our text messages on her story, because I literally already posted them. And yes, her assistant told me that they would be able to use the extensions, but when I got there, Chrissy basically said no. And I bought the new extensions so we could do the inspo pic. If we used the old extensions, it was just like what? What? And no, I never saw anything that said that it would be her assistants working on my hair. Never did. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough because I just assumed it was Hair by Chrissy because it's called Hair by Chrissy.
And it doesn't make her look any better at all either. It's a lot of what the girl already said. And then this is where she's treading into really, really murky waters. Chrissy proceeds to post a video of the before and after of the girl's hairstyle. Mind you, she's not an influencer. She didn't sign up to be posted, showing the before and after. And I don't even know why she would do that. I don't know if she was hoping to be like, haha, gotcha, this is what your hair looked like leaving the salon. But either way it goes, it still looks the same relatively, just with some more curls. But like, at the end of the day, you can even see it in the girl's eyes. She's not happy with her service. Any girl looking at her knows that look. Like, it's like, it's not what I was expecting, but thanks, I guess. And I've been there before, y'all. Just a few weeks ago, I went to go get my nails done for the first time. My actual natural nails. They grew so long under my Gel X. I was so excited to get them done finally. So I go to my regular nail salon, but I was in a rush. I usually request Nina. I love Nina. Nina eats down every single time. I usually request my girl Nina for my Gel X, but this day I was in a rush, so I was just like, ugh, put me with whoever. Horrible mistake. I hated the way my nails came out. They were sloppy. The lady was rushing. You could tell she was just trying to get it done and get me out of that chair. It came out awful. I was pretty upset because I had to deal with those crusty ass nails for 2 weeks, but I can't even imagine this girl's frustration where it's like, yeah, it's all right, it's bearable, but it's not what I asked for or wanted. And that's $4,000. And the thing is too, yeah, charge as much as you think you're worth, but if you know that people are paying a pretty penny to get your services, at the bare minimum, make sure that they have the experience that they exactly want, because that is an investment. Sure, you can only do so much, but you should be temperature checking the whole way through. Luckily, it seems like most of the internet is siding with Not Famous, and she actually got offered by another hairstylist to be flown out to Dallas and to get her hair fixed.
Not Famous, I want to fly you out to Texas, and I want to bring you here, and I want to change your experience, and I want to give you your hair dream. So me and my team, if you accept, we're going to fly you out to Texas, and I'm going to completely redo your hair for you and give you a really good experience, because that's what you deserve. You've been so sweet and so kind, and I don't think what Chrissy is doing is professional or like she's old enough to be your mom, I'm sure, and acting that way, I don't know, I don't like it. So I would love to bring you out here. Forget the hate, ignore her. She's not worth that to you, especially if she's treating you that way. But let me know if you accept it, girl. I want to bring you to Texas. So everyone tag Not Famous on here. I don't even know her real name, but tag her and see if she'll come out to Texas, and I would love to bring her out here.
And it's funny because this situation is completely backfiring on Chrissy in a way I'm sure she did not expect. My mom is so funny. When I was telling her about the script of this video, she said the charge should have said touched by Chrissy. Also, it's so interesting because a lot of people do give Chrissy her flowers by saying, especially like, oh, she uses such a unique technique to do the extensions, when it's really just the sew-in. Girl, if you don't go to the African lady down the street and get you a sew-in with human hair with really good extensions, they might not know how to color it and stuff, just go get it dyed somewhere else, but go get that thing installed at some African lady's house and save you like $2,000-$3,000. This whole situation really shows a side of influencer culture that is kind of a hidden underbelly. I'm really glad that this is bringing it to the surface because it's definitely something I've noticed as like a smaller, I'm not even an influencer. I hate calling myself an influencer. I don't think I'm an influencer. As a smaller content creator, it's definitely something I've noticed in some spaces where it's like, it's very clout oriented, okay? And I'm 100% sure that if Chrissy knew in retrospect that Not Famous would have an account that amassed over 150,000 followers and had multiple viral videos over 10 million views, she would have treated her a lot differently, which is the problem. It seems like Chrissy is one of those people that treats people differently depending on who they are.
I know. Yeah.
Hi.
Give me a second. Hi. Oh my gosh, you must be for Chrissy. Yeah, just put her DoorDash over there. I'll let her know that you sent
I'm not a DoorDasher. I have an appointment.
I am so sorry. Are you like an Instagram model or something? I just didn't recognize your face.
I don't do social media.
Oh, you don't do social media? Interesting. You sure you're at the right place?
Yeah.
Okay, if you are, just like sign in here. Give me 1 second. Chrissy, there's like this girl with like 0 followers and she's in our building. Do you want me to call security? Oh, you're expecting her? Okay. Hi, yeah, Chrissy's expecting you. Just come this way.
Okay, just take a seat.
Would she like a beverage, a water, anything?
Guys, she's not famous. She doesn't need a water.
Wait, she's not famous?
I know, it's really weird.
So I have this inspo pic that I've been wanting.
Okay, well, can you be quiet? Because they're like actually trying to film a TikTok right now. It's actually really serious. So like just shh, and I know what to do. Chrissy told me to get her out of here as soon as possible. I don't even do hair. I'm the receptionist. I'm gonna need about 20 girls to get in here to do her hair so we can get her out of here. Okay, that was like 50 bucks a spray. Add that to her tab, guys. Okay, you're done. Don't you love it?
Yeah, but Chrissy didn't even touch my hair.
Chrissy doesn't work on non-famous people. What do you not understand?
Okay, that's gonna be $4,200. Here you go. Just put your card in, okay?
Why so much?
It's for the Chrissy special. Duh.
And I'm like also 90% sure that a lot of the influencers and celebrities that you see go to her are mostly probably just promo. I wouldn't even be surprised if not only is all expenses included or all expenses paid, but they're also getting paid to go. They're promoting the idea that, wow, you too can get your hair done by Chrissy. It's the fake promise that you will be able to get your hair done by Chrissy. And when you get there, if you're not famous or if you're not an influencer, then, oh, my assistants will handle it. And even the paying celebrities and influencers, I'm 90% sure that when they go and book an appointment with Chrissy's hair, they are getting their hair done by Chrissy. The thing that a lot of people like Chrissy need to realize is that in this day and age of influencers, posting, social media, it is a double-edged sword. Yes, you will be able to profit off of influencers and use them as promo to get more clientele. But you also have to realize that anyone can post and go viral now. Not even that that should be the reason why you treat everyone equally, but that's why a lot of brands forget that in this day and age, you're not holier than thou. Finish off with some setting spray. Let me know what you guys thought about this whole mean girl influencer island hair salon, and if you guys have ever had an experience with a salon or nail tech or anything like that that has been viral, because unfortunately this happens a lot more than a lot of people would like to admit. Anyways, girls, it's been your girl Tima, and I'll see you on another video soon. Bye, girls.